Okay, thank you very much. Let's start something small under the OSPF. Okay, so OSPF, as all of us know, is what? Shortest past first, shortest path first, open shortest fast. Choose 1841. So open shortest path first. So when you choose the 1841, choose the two routers and let's make sure that at least this one is router what? 1. This one has to be router 1 and this one have to also be what? Router 2. Let's use the crossover cable. Okay, first crossover cable. Then you choose the switch also. Let's choose both switches. You make this one SW1, then SW2. Let's put PCs under them. So the open shortest path first. About the OSPF, let's put it also here so that we can see that OSPF, that is what we are. OSPF configuration. Okay, so let's connect our cables to the PC straight to the switch. Let's connect all. But use crossover cable from the switch to the router 1. The same crossover cable from router 1 to router 2. Then you connect the rest as well. Yes, I heard somebody calling me. Any question? Any question? Aziz, do you have any question to ask? Okay, Buba, what about you? Kelly, what about you? Teresa, what about you? Okay, so this place is going to be area 2. Then this place is going to be area 0. And this place area 1. So that is what we have on the screen. You said this side is area 1. How we configure it to? Yeah. You said this one. It falls under the, yeah, it's part, it's area. This one is here. This is how it looks, and it's the same as this. Okay. Okay. Let's write a note of IP address under them. So this one 10.10.10.0/8. That is example of. Yeah, ma'am. I will. Are you okay? Are you okay? So this place also the IP address 192.168.10.0/24. So you can give the router, which is this side, 1. Then this side, in between the routers, that is the router 1 and router 2, in between them, you can also give this side 1. I'm talking of the host IP. Then give this side also 2. Then on the right side, we are going to type 172.16.0.0/16. I'm giving you the low pace because one, you have to, we will be using the wildcards and also the classless as well. But you know what we did in what AIGRP. So this one will take 2. I'm giving an example of the PCs. So we are going to use this PC. That is PC3. Let's give PC3 100. Okay. Then on the left side, we will give PC2 120. Jeff, are you okay? Are you okay? You are following. So now, shall we configure it now? Let's start with the PC. This PC, that's PC2. So go inside PC2 and let's configure it. Or some of you have already started configuring it. Let's go. 192.168.120. Then make sure that you put the router. This router 1 is router 1 over here. So you just put 1 here. There is no DNS IP address that you can put it across. So let's leave it. You're giving this PC an IP address. Let's connect the router 1, this router 1. Let's connect our laptop to the 2 routers by using what? A console cable, connecting it to the router. That will help us to enter into the router by using our terminal configurations. Okay, yes. So now, let's continue. Let's enter inside router 1 by clicking on the laptop 0. Go to desktop and choose terminal. Enter. Let's see whether our router is ready. Okay, it's ready. Would you like to enter the initial configuration? If you are perfect to know how to deal with what configuration, a lot of configuration, just choose yes. But because you are a beginner, you have to choose what? No. So choose no and let's go. Now I said router. Let's move from the user mode. Type AN and press the tab key and enter. Then type config, press the tab, then the T and terminal, then enter. So that we enter inside configuration what? Mode. Let's change the router's name to what? R1 by typing hosts and pressing the tab key, then type R1. Enter. Is it that the router that shows previously has been changed to what? Router 1. Let's enter inside our interface. So INTFA 0/0. Let's enter. Then the IP address, let's put the IP address 192.168.10.1, 255.255.255.0. Enter. Then you type no what? No shut. Okay. So the lights are started. We have the green and we have the forwarding over here. Perfect. Let's go on. Now we are on the same router 1, so we have to enter inside FA 0/what? 1, which is the green side. Okay, let's enter inside the green side. So you can also be on the same interface and enter into another interface. So if I'm on interface of FA 0/0, I can also be there and enter inside FA 0/1 by typing INT FA 0/1. It tells you that you are about to enter inside this interface whilst you are inside this interface already. Okay. Yes, when you exit and you retype interface FA 0/, it's like it's a waste of time. But when you are in another interface, you have to type INT or Syria, any other interface. Look back, then you just enter into that. Okay, that helps you. It makes the configuration so shortened. So let's give an IP address of it. So IP address 10.10.10.what? 255.0.0.0. Enter. Then no shutdown. It will not show green because you haven't configured the other side of it. That is router 2. So let's come out. Then if you are inside the configuration mode, for you to save the work, you can type maybe, for you to save, you type the RW, which is write, the configurations, and the copy run up what? Startup config and those things. But you can also do the same thing here by typing do RW. It's the same thing. So anytime you want to configure something or you want to do, once you are in different maybe configuration, start it with what? Do. I can also type exit like this. Here, then I'll type what? WR. Have you seen? It's the same thing. Okay, so type copy, run, then start up what? Run. This one that you have done, which is this one like this, I'll copy it. Look at what I'm going to do. I'll copy it. Then I'll go to config T. For me to run that startup config and the rest, I'll type do because I don't want to type exit and go to the privilege. So when I come and paste it here, or I type and I enter, it's the same point. So that still I will be inside the configuration mode to do my thing. Now let's put the line console. So line console, there's are you there? Line console, exec time, let it be 0. Then you type the password of it. So I'll put crossover 1. then log in, so that you just type what? Exit. Now let's go to router 2. Router 2. So on the yellow side, we are going to configure the PC3 with this IP what address. Okay. So let's go to router PC3. Let's go to PC3. I should go down. Oh, Kelly, should I pause? Oh, but you know this one already. The configuration. Okay, so now let's configure the IP address on PC3. So that network is 172.16.0.100. 172.16.0.1. Let's see whether it's 1 or 2. It's 2. See, the gateway is 2. Okay. Okay, so now let's configure the router 2. What you did on router 1, do the same thing on router what? 2. So R2. Now I'm going to enter first. I'm going to configure the green line. Okay, the green network. So let me enter inside the interface. FA, mine is FA 0/0. So 10.10.10.10.10.2. 255.0.0.0. Then no shutdown. I type no shutdown, sorry. So now it's going there. So they cannot see themselves, but they can now have communication on their lines. So now let's go on with the yellow configuration, the yellow side. So let me enter inside FA 0/1. So FA 0/1. INTFA 0/1. So IP add 172.16.0.2. 255.255.0.0. So no shutdown. Let's enter. Now let's move to, we are going to configure the ERGRP now. Okay. Yes. Hey, we are going to configure the OSPF. Sorry. We are going to configure the OSPF. Sorry, Musa, thank you. The same configuration, but let's see what, because we have in the network of green, we have area 0. In the blue, we have area 2. Yellow side, we have area what? Area 1. So you can see. Oh yeah, yeah. But this is the first one. Before the we also do what we call the framing. Okay, network framing, OSPF network framing, or ERGRP network framing. Let's go inside router 1. Go inside router 1. Now we have to type router OSPF. So we are going to choose, I choose 20, the anonymous number. But for us to check, let's bring the shift and the question tag. You can see it's the same thing. That is the process what? ID. So I choose what 20, enter. Then the router ID, because it's what router 1, so 1.1.1.1. I'll enter. Then the network, I'm going to type 192.168.10.0/255.255.255.0 space area. What area is that? Thank you. So make sure that you type the 2 there, because this router is going to bearing two areas, area 2 and area what? 0. So the first one is area what? 2. You enter. Then you type network again. This one, you are going to now enter inside the network of the green side, which is area 1. So I've already typed the network. So I'll type 10.10.10.0/255.0.0.0. Then I will type the area what? 0. Then I will enter. The moment I enter, I have to do the same thing on what? Router 2. So I'll go to router 2. Any question? I should go back. Yeah, so after this one, go to router 2. Okay, so go inside the router 2. Then come out from the interface. So type exit, then you type router Ospf 20. Don't forget anonymous number. Okay, 20. Then you type the router ID 2.2.2.2. Then the network is going to be 10.10.10.0 space 255.0.0.0. Then area what? Area 0. A moment you enter. Now you see what has happened. Check, isn't it? It said from loading to full loading done. The adjacency. This is the adjacency. You have seen the neighbor. Shall we go on? Okay, so remain the last one that we'll do. So we'll do this side, which is the yellow side. You can either bring it up, then clear it, because it's the same network we are going to type, but different network altogether. We are on the same router, unlike this one. Instead of you to type net, why can't I press on the up arrow key on the keyboard? Then it brings me the previous word configuration. But okay, for the sake of you getting it, let me just start. So network, then 172.16.0.0 space 255.255.0.0. Then area what? That one is area what? Let's check. Area 1. Thank you. It's going to be area. It's going to be area 1. You enter. Then you type exit, another exit again, then WR, copy, run, and start up running config. Okay, I hope this side we have already configured the console. Are you through now? Are you okay? Fine. Now, let's stand on the PC and ping the other side of it. Let's stand on the yellow side. The yellow side. And ping, let's stand on this yellow side and ping the blue side. The yellow side, which is this one. So ping 192.168.10.120. You see that the ping, the reason why it delayed is because it's checking to see the packets are checking from the routers. Mm, yes. So when it finishes, we call it establishing of what? Neighbor. So when you press that, because it has already established it, it will take the full length of what? The 32 bits. Okay. Now let's go to the router. The first router. Okay. So you type show IP OSPF neighbor and see. You see, I'm on router 1, but it's telling me the interface of what? 2.0.0.0. Is it not the router ID, which is the opposite of what? So that is the on router 1. I'm on router 1, but it's telling me the router ID. We'll be talking about the full and the BDR over here. That is a border. Let's go on. So, yes, I hope everything is okay. Yes. So, we'll meet tomorrow, guys. Uh, Then we continue with the rest as well. Okay? Yes. If yours is not pinging, then it means that the configuration you did is wrong. Just go back, visit it, and do exactly. That can help you. Just follow it. The only difference among the OSPF and the EIGR is because of the area. Mhm. Any question? Okay.